Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni Of Ifes palace scattered as the said Ògúnjáyé was seen inside a water pot meant for Ooni of Ifes, palace cleansing. They said head of domestic staff collapsed in shock. As I'm talking to you now, Daylight, everyone inside palace is still shaken. They kind of fear that entered that palace last night, as we are hearing. Nobody can explain. People are still holding their chairs. Some haven't recovered from the shock, especially the head of domestic staff. That man collapsed straight to the ground. Let me tell you exactly what happened, Daylight. They said that, since all of this drama has been happening with the introduction of the Ògúnjáyé and all of that, the palace has been has not seen peace, okay? They said a major palace cleansing was planned. It's not the usual, sweeping, water splashing type. This one is spiritual. They said it was a kind of cleansing that happens when, certain lines have been crossed. Okay, their normal palace cleansing. That palace, every time they are cleansing it, like they cleanse the palace, they could even cleanse that palace like 3 times a day. Okay, do their spiritual cleansing. Now the palace priest had prepared everything. They set aside sacred herbs, red cloth, cowries, and a special water pot, very large, old, deep, and sacred, meant to hold the final water used to sanctify the Ooni of Ifes personal quarters. That pot had, they said, preparations were completed and all of that. And it was almost noon when the head of domestic unit, Mr. Adegon, an elderly man who has been in the palace for over 30 years, worked with 2 of the younger staff to inspect the water pot and prepare it for, to be moved into the inner shrine. They said Ooni of Ife had not even stepped out yet. He was still in his meditation chamber. Elders were sitting for the cleansing to begin. There was a strange silence in the air already, like a warning in the wind, but nobody could interpret it properly. They say as they opened the cell drop section of the courtyard where the pot had been placed, what they saw made everyone scream at once. Inside the pot was something nobody could have imagined. It wasn't just water alone. Inside the pot, a deep red, glow was bubbling under the surface of the pot and, sitting in the middle of it. Like it was almost like a reflection and all of that. But do not forget, okay? They said, as in that bubble was coming out and sitting in the middle of it, visible through the water, they saw it through the water, was Ògúnjáyé, the face, the eye. You know it from those eyes. And the thing is that that deity, it shows itself to only people who might have intention, maybe, just maybe, there was something. And as you know, they said it's never wrong. Never wrong. They said, the eyes, the eyes, were so reddish and all of that. Mr. Adegon didn't shout, he didn't move, he simply looked at it, whisper, Edami la leimo. Sorry, I don't know. I wouldn't do that, okay? The word here is Edamio. Ayemo, okay? They said that was what he screamed. My being no longer belongs to this world. They said that was the meaning of what he said. And collapsed flat to the ground. They thought he had died. His mouth twisted. His eyes rolled back. His shirt was soaked with instant sweat. One of the young boys ran immediately to call chief priest, while the others fainted on the spot. But he was the one who really knew what he saw. Within minutes, all the elders rushed out, and they came out, as in people could not even understand why this thing was showing itself to that chief, that head of domestic staff that has been there for 30 years. He's never been found wanting. He's not somebody that is, like they said, is always indifferent. That the things, like he understands the dynamics of the royal family. He's no one to, take sides and all of that. That this, for this thing to have shown itself to that man is one thing that a lot of people could not understand. Why? What happened? They said, when everybody rushed out, to see Ooni of Ife was ready to come out. They said when Ooni of Ife came and looked into the pot, what he saw, he didn't describe to anyone. He only turned to the elders, Ifa priest, and said, this is not a cleansing, this is a challenge. He is angry because we have, a lot. He has seen things that he's not supposed to see. Now, they say when they resuscitated this Adegon, that man now, what's his name again? That domestic chief, the head of domestic staff, when he was resuscitated. He immediately started shouting, Kabiyesi, oh, Kabiyesi, oh, Kabiyesi, that I did not agree, oh, I did not agree, oh, I did not agree, I did not agree, that I did not agree, I did not agree, my hands are clean, I did not agree. That was what he was shouting, Kabiyesi, help me, oh, I did not agree, oh, my hands were clean, my hands are clean. Now, I didn't agree, I didn't agree. People were confused. What is this man talking about? Do you know that he was the one who now ran soon as he was resuscitated to go and meet Ooni of Ife, knelt down, was begging, telling Ooni of Ife what had transpired. Now, according to him, he was crying that he did not agree. So he now went to go and meet Kabiyesi. He said that, a particular woman who used to come to the palace during events, the woman is always in that palace, okay? And the name was not even told to, like, I don't know the woman's name myself. He said the woman had asked for hair tie belonging to Dr. Lizzie. Dr. Lizzie, the same Dr. Lizzie that you know, not Queen Naomi, Dr. Lizzie. That the woman had given, the woman came there and gave him 200,000 to get head tie belonging to Dr. Lizzie for him. I mean, for her. Now, what is this woman going to do with head tie belonging to Dr. Lizzie? This head of security is the one who is in charge of Dr. Lizzie laundry. Not like he is washing them himself. He supervises, the laundry men who are in charge of, washing Dr. Lizzie's clothes. So he said the woman had offered 200,000 to get Dr. Lizzie's hair tie, and not a hair tie that has been washed, the one that she has used that has not been washed. That he did not agree, and he did not agree. Now, when he told Ooni of Ife this, Ooni was very shocked. And Ooni asked who this woman is and all of that. And that is the investigation that is ongoing now. Now, for that deity to have shown himself to this man is a warning. What they propose to you, in case your mind takes you to that amount of money and you decide that you want to do it, right now you have said no. But in case, just in case, do not forget that I am here. They said that was why that Ògúnjáyé showed himself to that man. And when the man ran to go and meet Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi said, yeah, I knew something was there. There was something. This Ògúnjáyé would dissect everybody, your mind and everything, and he will always be there to remind you that, look, I am here. If you know that you are ready, you want to risk it, you want to try it. They say, I am wicked, I do not want. They say his own warning, this is his own warning. He will show himself to you. And the way he will show himself to you, if you have BP, you can even have stroke immediately, because you will be scared. And it's that fear that also made Ebony to back down and accept that immunity should be removed. It's the same fear that made this man. It's not like the man is guilty of anything yet, but he had to confess to tell the entire world the proposition that they brought to him. It was based on that proposition. Maybe he was thinking about that money left, right, and center. Maybe that was why Ògúnjáyé visited him. Going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.